Michael from Bay Area Hiking Guides, giving you that information, giving you the knowledge to hike with confidence. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about nature's energy and how it may affect you. Okay, so this is a big topic today. Also, I've shaved a little bit. Hey, Macy's didn't take my application for Santa Claus, so well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to move forward and apply for the Brownie Man. Alright, so let's get into the topic of nature's energy and how it may affect you. And actually, everything that it affects you by is all positive. So I'm going to get real deep into this discussion because so many people don't know about it, and they don't know about the real ultimate effects that nature's has on us in a positive way. Britta Albert, check her channel out. She's fantastic. Life coach. She does some amazing topics, and one of them was anxiety and how to cope and how to deal with anxiety. One of the things that she had on that list was going outdoors and being with nature and kind of just going out to the park or somewhere in nature and inviting. And that's so true. So check her channel out. Of course, after you watch my video. Check her channel out. She's fantastic. There's not a lot of YouTubers out there that really get in depth with how they put out their words and really mean a lot. And every time her voice opens up, it's so meaningful and has so much purpose and so much passion. I see that in people a lot, not like her. So check her channel out. I highly recommend it. Go check it out. Sub, hit that bell. Do what you got to do. Give her some support because she's got a fantastic channel. Britta Albert, and I'll leave a link down below. All right, so let's get on to this topic. So, nature's energy and how it may affect you. Nature can affect you in such a positive way. You can go out there, go hiking and exploring. It's always important to go out and explore nature, whether it's a city park or whether it's nature in general. And I'm going to get to city parks in just a second. When you're out there and you're taking everything in, nature has a canon ability to bring in a positive influence. There's a bunch of military tests. They sent out some ultra elite military guys, Rambo commandos, and they took them up in the mountains somewhere and they disappeared, and they did a bunch of experiments and tests, and they figured out that all these guys were so happy and joyful and they were having such a good time. And when they came back and after the experiments were done and they did the reports to General whoever, they decided, hey, they're experiencing an abundance of joy. I don't know what the heck's going on. Well, what that experiment what that experiment is saying is that nature is tapping into them and it's providing a positive influence of that energy that's getting inside of them and making them feel good. And that's good. So I've been to some amazing places in this world. I have been in the depths of Grand Canyon. I have been in places in the Grand Canyon few get to explore or even know about. National Geographic posted on their front page. They didn't even have an article on it, nonetheless tell anybody where the hell it was at. But there's people that know about it. But this place is in an depths certain part of Grand Canyon, and wow. So the energy there was so amazing, I was actually dropped to my hands and knees. This place is called Havasu Falls. It's in the Grand Canyon, and I experienced it in the winter a few years back. We went down there. It's about a 10-miler. And you got to pack all your gear, and you can't just do it in one day because that's the tribe's rules. It's run by a Native American tribe, the Havasu Supai tribe, and the waterfalls. There's several waterfalls there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. If you want to know more about it, just type in Havasu Falls. This guy's pretty hard to get into, but it was fun nonetheless. So it's pretty hard to get in there. It's 10 miles, and then you can either get in there by horse, mule, or you can get in there on foot with your gear, or you can have a helicopter take you down there if you got a few $1,000s. The energy is just so abundant. Now, we have pockets of abundant of energy that's all around the earth. In some areas, you're getting more in abundance of energy than you are others. Say Shasta or Havasu Falls or the Grand Canyon. This place, Point Reyes. You can get just these abundance of energy that's just, even Mount Diablo. And there's pockets of this stuff. that just radiates, and it's just so inviting. Now you're getting energy all around, or especially anywhere in nature. You're gonna get that energy. In some other areas, it's more than others, but you're still gonna get it. So, trees are a real great source of that energy. You can actually hold on to them, and they will kind of like regenerate you in a way. You kind of not only just regenerate you, it's like basically like charging up your cell phone. And I'm not kidding. It's pretty powerful stuff. Now, trees are very inviting. It's a great way to tap in because they're so rooted to the ground. They're so grounded, and just present, and it's remarkable. I'm not going to get too woo-woo on you, but just that's why it's like, as a photographer, I'm always taking pictures of trees all the time. You see this one here, it just expresses a different type of energy. And then as they get older and trees progress and they get older and older, they start radiating more of that energy. And some trees like to sing. They've got the leaves that are rattling in the wind, whether they're the quaking aspens or whether they're going to be the pines. They have a type of music that they provide that's just so remarkable. So if you sit, I recommend all you guys get out there and start hiking around, but if you sit and just be present and not say anything, magic will take place and unfold. It's pretty impressive. As you go on your hikes, kind of look around and be more present than normal, because there's some awesome stuff that takes place. And I think you guys would really enjoy it. And then water. Water is another one. Water is a powerful energy. Whether it's a waterfall, a stream, a creek, a little trickle, a spring. It's so amazing and so powerful. Just the reflection and everything about it can do some amazing work. But I used to work in the restaurant industry, and if any of you used to work in the restaurant industry or still are, I applaud you. But it's pretty tough out there. It's a lot of stuff going on, and the stress. I mean, scientists have said, and these people say, that it's more stressful than being a neurosurgeon. That's intense. And I used to get sick all the time. I was always sick because of all the stress. I get like anywhere from 5 to 8 colds a year, and then I get about 3 flus a year. It's pretty intense. I worked for several restaurants, including that place they call Applebee's. Oh yeah. It's so important to kind of ease that stress up within your day, and to go out and kind of just take it easy and walk a little bit, whether if it's just a short walk or a long one, and just go out there and just take it all in, and just, because nature, it can help reground you, help you collect your thoughts, and help kind of ease that tension that you're going throughout your day. And that's why I hike a lot. That's important for me, to go out and hike and kind of get re-tapped back into it. And if you're walking around with your shoes on and you're barefoot, woo, amazing amount of power. I'll do a video on that later, walking around barefoot. And I'm not talking about walking on cement. That walking around barefoot is a massive effect. It's just incredible. I was going through all trails, and I go on all trails, and I look up a particular location because I wanted to get pictures on all trails to see if that particular oaks that I'm looking at are starting to turn, because I'm going to be using the black oaks, the California black oaks, in this particular location as a way to see what they're going to be doing higher up at 3,000 feet, so I know when to time my arrival correct. That I'm going to be doing a hike up in Ohlone. So I'm reading through these posts and Bishop Ranch, and I start going through them, and people commenting on this particular location, this particular park, which is Bishop Ranch. And this one post is like, oh, this is such a boring place, I'm never going to hike here again. I took a little breather there. Bishop Ranch is a hidden gem of San Ramon. There is an abundance of energy in Bishop Ranch. Not only just that, there's black oaks in there that are clustered together, which is far and few between in the Bay Area. You rarely ever see them clustered together. And they're clustered. There's one in there that's got to be 400 years old. And you go in there in the fall, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's an easy hike. It's easy to get to, and it's right there in San Ramon, just a few miles of a hike. And it is incredible. So, starting to visualize and seeing everything around you and what it's capable of doing, and just being present with all that energy swarming around is just amazing. It is so amazing. And you'll start appreciating things a little bit more. So, go check it out, especially in fall. Go check it out in fall. But, yeah, and it will have you, it'll have a deeper impact on you for sure. So, I'm going to talk about city parks. Now, city parks are man-made. You know, they're developed by an architect that went to Yale or Harvard or maybe just junior college down the road, you know. Some architect of some kind, maybe it was a bunch of city kids, or it was just people in general that they had a concept, they wanted to make a city park and make it inviting for everybody else. And those are, you can still get energy, you can still tap into that energy, it's still there. It's not a lot of it, but it's still possible. And I always thought in my head, yeah, city parks give you energy, but there's no city park that's ever going to give you a ton of energy. Oh boy, was I wrong. Oh, the things we learn in life. So, a few years back in, I think it was 2017, my wife wanted to go to New York City. I had no interest in New York City. None whatsoever. What does a guy with a big beard like me, that's a big nature mountain man, want to have anything to do with New York City? And believe me, when we landed into New York City, and I ventured forth into Times Square, which I had no interest in, and just going around and experiencing New York's livelihood, people were looking at me. One lady told me, people are pretty blunt in New York. But this one lady tells me, she goes, "You're not from around here, are you?" Nope. No, I'm not from around here. You are correct. So I definitely stood out, but in a good way. You know, I had my own energy. And a good friend of mine, told me that I gotta go check out Central Park, and it's gonna just stop me on my tracks. And I'm like, yeah. Central Park, come on, Central Park. Apparently, you've never been to Yosemite. You know, we go to the park, and I finally get there, and the energy was just amazing. It was waves that were just hitting me one after the other of just this energy. And I learned so much just about the fact that we can create the same energy. We are energy amongst ourselves. We are living, breathing organisms that are energy as well. We further went in there, and I sat down on a bench with my wife as she knitted away like a spider. And she has an amazing elegance to her that she just knits and takes it all in and continues to knit. And I'm sitting there and I'm taking all it in. I'm taking in the trees, the environment, all the life, the abundance of trees that are all in the central zone of Manhattan, the big massive city that it is, and this is all centered in there. And I start taking it all in, and I realize that this is the heart of the city. That this, truthfully, is taking all the stress that people have living in the robust, fast-paced environment that New York City is. And this is the source that's causing people to ease all that stress and ease all that tension. If Central Park was not there, I don't know how New York would be able to handle it. That's what was incredible about it. It was just like, wow. Like, I had no idea. And it's the central zone to everybody tapping into this positive energy. I didn't expect ever that a city would be able to produce such an immense amount of energy. Now, I've seen energy that's natural, that's way more powerful, but Central Park was definitely in that category in the top 10. I know we talk about the Bay Area, and I know I'm talking about New York City here, but I want you guys to understand the importance of just a city park as well. But in New York, it was so vibrant. We went in May, so there was a lot of green, lush color. all that green color everywhere, and it was very enjoying, an joyful experience. So I looked over at my wife and I said, "Honey," she says, "Yeah, I got to go back. We have to go back, but I got to do it when the energy is even more powerful. We got to go in fall when all these colors and this foliage starts turning, vibrant colors, the reds and the oranges, the yellows. We got to go back when that's happening. I have to go back." And she says, "Okay." So we booked our flight tickets a few days ago. Now I'm on a mission to really see this city transform and to get that color. Hopefully it starts turning when I get there and I'm at the peak, and if not, I'll take it for whatever it gives me. But I want to feel it, and it's my job always, as I go out and I hike and to be involved with nature and explore, to see all this energy and to kind of teach you guys, and let you guys know how important it is to hike. And I don't want you guys to ever look at my videos and be like, "Oh, well, this guy goes everywhere. I don't have the money for that." Come on. I've been planning this trip for years. But I want you guys to understand how important energy is. And you don't have to go to New York City or the Grand Canyon or Havasu Falls or up to Yosemite. You don't have to do all that. You can do it right from where you live. And in the Bay Area, it's by itself. In the Bay Area, we have such a diverse environment here. I got 5 ecosystems in Point Reyes. Come on now. It's so vibrant in everything that we have here, just to watch it all unfold. But I want you guys to get ready for fall, because here in the Bay Area, and I will try to do some stuff in New York. I try to keep everything Bay Area, but when I get out in New York, I'll try to do a video. But that's why the Alaska thing, I didn't post that, because I was like, that's Alaska, not the Bay Area. But I will try to get some footage and possibly show you guys if you want. Leave a like down below if you want. Okay, guys, thank you so much for checking out the videos. The comments have been incredible. Everybody has such amazing comments, and I try to do my best to answer all of them. Alright, everybody, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel. It means so much to me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great day. And yes, indeed, go get some energy. Tap into it. Get that positive energy coming your way. If you want to know where to hike, where to receive some of this energy, all those top 10 videos that we do in places to hike in certain seasons, that'll help big time. And we got the one coming out for fall pretty soon, so looking forward to that. I do these videos and I'm starting to feel like Teddy Ruxpin. You just put a tape in. Oh, Teddy, where have you been all my life? Confidential field notes, yet again. Alright. Ah, man. I have water in my mouth, and then I'm talking, and it's just... And here I am talking to myself outside, next to the tomato plants. And as soon as I see it, and as soon as the plane flies by at a very important moment of my video, the likelihood of me becoming a pilot anytime soon is pretty slim. Just not into it.